Claude Code isn't a tool for developers anymore. Anthropic just launched the Claude Desktop App. The code function inside lets anyone, even without a technical background, build their first automation, their first AI agents, or their own app. But Claude Code comes with a pile of new terms: sessions, plan modes, skills, connectors. It's a lot to take in at first. In this video, I will walk you through every concept: what it is, where to find it, when to use it. By the end, you can jump right in and take back your time with AI. Hey, I'm Steph. I find where small business lose hours and build AI to handle it. Alright, let's jump in. Go to claude.com/download. Download the Claude Desktop app. Easy setup. Once it's installed, open it up and click the Code tab at the top. This is the interface we are covering today. When you first open Claude Code, you will see this interface. There are two main sections. Sidebar on the left. You manage your tasks from the sidebar. Main work area on the right. The main work area is where you talk to Claude and watch it work. Alright, let's start with the sidebar. At the top of the sidebar, you've got three tabs: Chat, Cowork, Code. Today, we're focused on Code. That's where you build apps, write code, and make websites. Going down the sidebar, first up is New Session. Click it, and you get a new task. You can chat back and forth with Claude in here and get one task done. Every session is like its own meeting room. You walk in, close the door, talk to Claude about one thing. Each one keeps its own context, its own files, its own conversation. If you want to run a few different things at the same time, open a few sessions at once. They all run in the background together. The sidebar lists every session you've opened. Click one to switch over. Below New Session is Routines, your 24/7 helper. You don't have to sit here watching. It runs automatically on the schedule you set. Works while you sleep. Like this, every Monday at 9 a.m. Summarize last week and send it to me. Your coffee is not even cold and the report is in your inbox. Two ways to run routines. First, the local version runs on your own computer. The catch: your computer has to stay awake. Second, the cloud version runs on Anthropic's cloud. Your computer can be off, it still runs. Below Routines, at the very bottom of the sidebar, is Customize. Like the name says, this is where you manage everything you set up for cloud. Things like skills, connectors, plugins. When we cover those later, come back here to add, change, or toggle them. That's the sidebar. Now, let's look at the main work area. Chat inputs sits along the bottom of the screen. Buttons hug it on the sides, like walk through them. First, the folder indicator sits just above the input box, shows which folder Claude is in right now. Point Claude at a folder, and it won't touch other files on your computer. Then, the chat itself works like any chatbot. Type your prompt, hit return. The interesting stuff is the buttons around it. First button, Mode, controls what Claude is allowed to do. Ask permissions. For every task, Claude asks you before doing anything. If you are new, stick with this. It's the safe one. Accept edits. Claude auto accepts file changes and run common file commands automatically. But for bash commands that actually execute something, it still asks fast, no interruptions. Switch to this once you trust Claude. Third, Plan Mode. Plan mode is where Claude writes a plan before doing anything. Think of it like this. A good contractor doesn't walk in and start swinging a hammer. They show you a plan first. What walls come down, where the wiring goes, what it costs. You sign off, they start. Plan mode is for big changes, refactoring, adding a feature, adding several files. For small stuff, changing a color, swiping a few lines of text, skip it. Use the right, it saves tokens, saves rework. Second, the Add button. This is where you add stuff to Cloud. Add files or photos, screenshots, documents, that kind of attachments. Drop them in and Cloud can see them. Also, in the plus button, /commands. Shortcuts you can pick from a menu or tap a slash directly. Today, the three you will use most. /context. Context is Cloud's short-term memory, what it remembers, what it doesn't. Keep an eye on it. Select /context, and a set panel opens with a breakdown of what is taking up the memory. /compact. Chat long enough, and Cloud starts acting lost. Logic falls apart. That's short-term memory overflowing. Run /compact, and it keeps the important bits, drops the details, like scattered notes turning into a clean one-page outline. Don't wait for Cloud to trigger it. By then, it's already nonsense. /rewind. Cloud made a bunch of edits and sometimes feels off. It's your undo button. Pick a checkpoint, jump back, try again. Next in the plus button is connectors. A connector plugs outside app into Claude Code. Connect any of them. Click the plus button, then connectors. It lists the apps you can connect. Notion, Google Drive, Slack, Figma. If the one you want isn't there, click Add Connectors. The directory opens up. Every available connector is listed. Find it, click, connect. Last in the plus button is plugins. Think of a plugin like a toolbox. It holds skills, hooks, connectors, agents, the whole set, packaged together. Install once, and everything is in. Two common use cases. For a team, package your company's workflow as a plugin. Teammates install it. Everyone is on the same page. For yourself, bundle the skills and hooks you use a lot. Install them with one click on a new project. Today, we focus on the big two, skills and hooks. A skill is a reusable workflow module. If you find yourself doing the same thing 3 times, that's a skill waiting to happen. Package it up, teach Cloud once, and you stop re-explaining. For example, this design skill, install it once, and whenever you ask Cloud to design something, it follows the same rules. No reteaching from scratch. Skills come from 3 places: the official plugin marketplace, the community on GitHub, or once you build yourself. To install or manage them, head to Customize at the bottom of the sidebar. A hook is like a motion sensor you attach to Cloud. At a certain moment, it does one thing automatically. You don't have to ask each time, and you don't write the setup yourself. Just tell Cloud what you want in plain English, and it sets everything up for you. 3 examples of what hooks can do. 1. When a task finishes, play a sound to remind you to come back and check. 2. Before Cloud gives you a report, have it double-check the work first. Fewer mistakes. Automatically organize and archive the files. That's feeling when automation kicks in. Try it once, you can't go back. Let's drop down next to the input box. Pick Cloud's brain, models, Opus, the strongest, sharpest brain. Use it for complex problems, big changes, deep thinking, also the most token heavy. Sonnets, the middle tier, building features, debugging, small edits. Haiku, the fastest and cheapest. For simple little tasks, tweaking a README, adjusting formatting, that sort of thing. Under the same button, there is an effort setting. How deep you want Cloud to think. Higher is more careful and slower. Day to day, Sonnet plus medium effort is plenty. Claude.md is the hidden game changer today. It doesn't show up in the UI. It's like Cloud's instruction menu. You tell it how to work, write it once, and Cloud reads it itself every session. We covered context earlier. That's the chat's working state. Once the chat's over, it's gone. Claude.md is persistent. Your preference, project rules, tech stack, naming conversations, all in there. Without it, every new chat feels like onboarding a new hire. You walk through the project, the stack, the rules, every time from scratch. 2 ways to make one. Quick way, tap /init in a fresh session. Claude scan your project and write a starter Claude.md for you. Or chat with Claude for a few rounds. Once the conversation feels settled, say, put this together into a Claude.md. It writes the file with everything you've told it folded in. I usually go with this one, way better than starting at a blank page. Key points. Longer isn't better. Keep it under 200 lines. Too long, and Claude loses the main points and starts skipping things. Almost done. One last UI piece. Once you've actually given Claude a task to run, helper panels open up on the right side of the work area. The top right drop-down lets you toggle them. Preview. Claude built you a web page or a component. You see it live right here. Div. Claude edits your files. Open the div panel to see what changed, before and after side by side, with red and green highlights. Terminal. Run commands here. Plan. When Claude writes a plan, you read it here. Alright, that's every key concept covered. Open Claude Code, start a new session, and say hi to Claude. Just doing that today puts you ahead of 99% of people who want to use AI but haven't tried yet. Today, I covered the foundation of the tool. For how to use it in real work, check out my other series. You Ask AI Builds. See you over there. If this video helps you out, hit like and subscribe. I'm Steph. Prove it AI. See ya!